there are some books in the Arkham Library that reference this. The one that text comes from
the Arkham Library.
and there was another book that has been stolen recently. There's one that was stolen and returned, and there was another one that was stolen and not returned, or perhaps they tried to steal it, they didn't quite steal it. The Necronomicon.
Jeff, give me a call.
We're on it. I said the words.
This one's much less than that one.
No, I said the words. I said the words. Yeah.
There's a looks like a remake of Tom Herbert. Evil Dead, but it's not Cabin in the Woods.
No, 78.
Okay. Yeah, you got Herbert Necronomicon. It's outside the circle of the occults that you have actually. Give me another quick. Never mind.
Library used 60 though.
So that's actually looking. I've at least heard that you have positions of being a professor such as you. Not to,
I couldn't get in. But that, definitely like to try. That's why I like to, pull the script years back together to continue doing research.
well, let me give you some fair advice. The Brothers O'Shea, as I may have mentioned, are Irish and are therefore
Hardworking.
volatile, prone to violence, ill-tempered. They
Just the true Irish.
they have shown uncommon bravery, especially considering their breeding. But I would encourage you, should they show up, to handle your conversations gingerly. The younger, skinny one, he flies off the handle. I thought you were.
Yeah, okay.
Actually, like a size tall.
Yeah. He's pretty just the younger one.
The younger one is prone to
You
try.
didn't eat meat growing up. I bet you yelled at them. Sure.
He's prone to try to pick fights. His older brother, while somewhat more stable, he carries a gun and apparently thinks it's a good idea to take it out at the most inappropriate time.
I love how he just fabricates stuff like this.
He did. I'm trying to think when that happened.
It did happen.
So he took out the whip in the middle of laundry.
Right. Okay, no, that makes sense. You kept fiddling with the clip.
It was just, he was a nervous tick. He was just fiddling with it. That's all he did.
What he still says still makes sense. Taking out his gun or weapon or whatever. Yeah, go, Ken. Keep going, man. You should be all right.
I haven't lied at all.
You were right here. Go. You're on the ball.
And so I just want to encourage you, should they show up, and Alan did say he was going to, you be careful, because they don't recognize societal barriers that should prevent them from being stupid.
Wow. I'm going to shoot you now, Ken.
That's fine. I mean, there are tribes in South America that if you look at them before, they shake your hands. You look them in the eye, and, they may cut your head off. So I understand the difficulties that lie with different races.
Yeah. Well,
Different nationalities.
as long as you can take that into consideration, I will support this meeting. But tell me more about your studies while we wait endlessly for them to actually show up.
And I was going to explain, and go through in as much detail as I would have on without going completely into, oh, I've seen aliens,
Well, and I'll reciprocate.
And you haven't.
I've never
seen
done
some
that.
strange. You haven't seen actually strange things. You've heard stories.
Yeah.
A lot of superstitious kind of stuff. Sometimes it digs. There were times when it was eerie. There are unexplained stories that don't seem to fit with correct or conventional. The regular superstition myth. There have been extra stories that didn't fit where they were supposed to. So you guys make small talk until almost 8 o'clock.
We'll just go with that.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'll give
He's done an excellent. Do me a call. No, do me a library use, please. John.
Yeah, I'm
This isn't going to
reciprocate.
count for getting you any coinage. We're just going to see how well you do as far as.
06.
Okay. He's done an excellent job. His research of the symbols that you had drawn out. His own notes on that. Obviously, and he's even. Did you even know where he found the information?
Yeah, I mean, I've been.
He's got various occult books noted on
I figure
his
he's
notes.
probably
It's
done
very,
enough.
it's a
He's
very
probably
good, it's very good
done
research.
He's done enough research to where it's like
I'm
he's
diving
taken,
into it.
pretty much written down. Author, location, page number,
Right.
paragraph.
He's everything's documented.
Well, I'll
right
take it
down
out
to the
mine
last
then.
name.
So why do you hire him?
Because
he's got classes to teach.
Classes.
He tells good stories.
and I'm
This isn't Indiana Jones.
yeah, I'm much better at Latin and French than he is.
Yes.
And if you study medieval,
And there's all these girls he's got to find out with "love you" written on their eyes.
That's right.
That's not true.
well,
he's like,
in our
"Hi, I'm Professor Loomis."
in our original story, the primary reason he hired me is my Latin and French were
Right.
a lot better.
Massachusetts Loomis, that's his name.
Yeah, you can't read Latin and French.
Massachusetts Loomis. Massachusetts was like,
You can't read Latin and French.
No, I can. Let's see. I've got French at a 40, Latin at a 40.
Mine's 50.
Okay. So,
My German and my
plus
Arabic.
you're a researcher, and that's your job to do your research for him. He's good at it, just like you are. But he's also got all kinds of other work to do, and you've got a lot of time in your hands right now. Well, not a lot, but you got more than he does.
Well,
So-
I'm not actually supposed to be working.
Ding dong, basically.
Which is different.
Bong, 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 bong.
Oh, hopefully
You're a
that's-
tap, 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 bringing these very, very shiny shoes headed to the door.
It seems that
Over there.
Yeah, maybe it's small talk.
Have you read that yet?
Yeah, sorry, you don't want to do an extensive opening.
Are we like in the
I can't do it.
library
Come
with the
back to
fireplace
Yeah.
and table, all that kind of stuff?
Okay, he doesn't look too happy.
Then when I came
Oh.
out, I'm sitting in the driver's seat too when he comes back out.
Oh, are you? You don't feel comfortable there, do you?
No.
Okay.
Hey, what's this?
Did you take the crank with you?
Twice.
Okay.
What's this all
Oh,
about?
God. Uh-oh.
I am, but I'm going to be driving. This is Bobby's car.
And we're driving over to Vanderholdt.
All right, fine. I'm driving over there.
And I'll step out and I'll snatch the crank away from
Okay.
him. I'll go around front and I'll crank the car.
My wrist is broken.
Then I'll go.
You're cranking, car backs out.
I'll pitch in the back seat and as I'm getting in.
Okay. Did you cut that out or just take the whole paper?
Nothing's ever easy. So
Oh.
I kind of slap the paper down.
Maybe into Boston Globe.
And I've got a circle in
Well,
red, like red
okay.
pencil.
Actually, it'd be one of those. It'd be one of the wax paper, the wax pencils. Yeah, it's red. Oh damn! I don't have that on video. That sucks.
So is this what Jimmy was investigating when he disappeared?
I don't know.
I mean, you were working with him, so I mean,
I wasn't there. Jimmy didn't fill me in on what he did. Most of the time.
all right. So how do we get to this guy's house again?
Okay, and also, where it says the bottom information provided by the Bangalore Daily News. You know that was the Boston Globe got a clipping of this, so that might not even be a complete story. It might just be a blurb from it. So keep that in mind too. So that might be the whole story that was in the Bangalore Daily News,
Right.
or it might just be what they decided
Well, they
to
decided to clip out.
and
Right.
put in their own paper.
And there could even be more to the story.
Son of a bitch!
He throws the newspaper down the swing in the seat. Correct? Or down to the floor?
Yeah. Yeah, that's kind of what I
That's
said.
heavy paper.
It's bigger than the Arkham Advertiser. It's a lot bigger than the Kingsport Chronicle. Okay, you guys drive onto Vanderholt's estate. You get there close to 8 o'clock. And go up the front door, I'm assuming, and ring the bell.
No, I'll cut my gun out and bang on the door with my gun.
It's answered by Franklin. Do you really?
No.
It's answered by Franklin,
I hope it's still something he knows now.
who says, gentlemen, you are expected. And he ushers you in, closes the door, and leads you to a large, well-lit dining room that, at a table that could probably seat 30 people easily. And sitting on one end in the corner, kind of like these two are right here, with, I'm assuming, an empty tray of hors d'oeuvres. Well, what once was a tray of hors d'oeuvres, but now has just a few bites left on it, are these two gentlemen. One is obviously Vanderholdt. The other is a very handsome, tall, solid man. Very good looking, very intimidating. Not intimidating, but he's just very handsome looking. And obviously he's got really long legs under the table. There's papers scattered, spread out in front of them. Did you ever offer him a drink?
Actually, it's so absorbed.
Okay. Though there's some hors d'oeuvres that look like they've been picked at, and there is a bottle of wine sitting open. They don't appear to have touched that or anything. And there's no other food out there right now. When Franklin let you in, he said, "A dinner will be served shortly." And then he ushered you to the dining room and disappeared.
We'll literally stop at the far end of the table from them.
Okay.
Just stand there.
Away.
Yeah, just stand there. And the whole?
I said, Brothers O'Shea, may I introduce Professor Loomis. He is quite interested in speaking with you. He has some insights into our recent experiences.
He's yammering, so I'll just get up. Come over. You must be Michael. Good to meet you, sir.
Professor?
And I go over, must be Alan. Good to meet you. Come. Look, this is what we're talking about. And I'm going to start just going off on this kind of stuff. And I appreciate y'all being here today. Our friend here has told me so much about you. I feel I know you already. And I know that you'll be interested in what we're working on. So please, take a look at what I've done, what the research that I've had versus what you all have done. And let's compare
Not
notes.
much.
Oh, you've done a lot.
Really?
You've done a lot.
There's a lot. There's all these notes there. There's an open notebook that looks like it's got journal entries in it of some kind. You recognize? Well, no. It'd be one journal entry at this point, wouldn't it, Ken? So there's an open notebook with writing on both pages.
Some accident, huh? Well, is you
Sorry,
actually
happy-
sit here and open your mouth?
Did you go grab the box with the Merryweather stuff?
We hadn't actually got to that point yet.
Okay.
There's more information in the journal that that Thomas has written.
Oh.
And Thomas.
Oh.
That he has written. That is a collection of a stack of books. As you see, the notes that I've taken here. So to have all that information in one source, in one location, is quite a find indeed.
Are
Sure you
you
understand.
elaborating on all this?
Yeah.
Discussing?
I'm sure you
Almost
understand the
lecturing
importance.
on what you
The
found
importance
out.
of it.
Actually,
He seems very knowledgeable in some of the stuff that you guys ran into this past weekend that has kind of left you both a little dazed. It's almost like, and he's so good looking.
I thought I understood the importance of keeping it quiet.
Well, yes, but I had my
I think it was
accident.
Providence.
And
I think it was
it's-
Providence that it happened.
it turned
Don't
out-
worry about keeping it quiet. We can keep it under wraps now. But I think it was Providence that led Thomas here to inadvertently send me the incorrect information, or the information that he did send. And now is the time to take this
You
information.
mailed it to him?
I had delivered it.
So,
Should have sold you down there to the police.
Excuse me, sir.
would y'all care for a drink? No.
Yeah.
Yes.
I'm sure there's probably.
There's a sideboard, and usually that's where people keep their alcohol. There's no tray or decanter But you're
Thomas,
assuming.
could you get a drink while we go over some more information here? I would appreciate that if you would. Thank you. So, what I'm saying here, this information that you all have uncovered.
Should I be taking notes? Or something? I feel like I should be taking notes.
You do. So, your character, did he graduate from college?
Almost.
But he went. He went to show you. Yeah, he does.
Close.
To be honest, I think you told me.
I almost graduated from my freshman year.
That's right. Just 9 months away.
Right. Doesn't take
Only
long.
3 more credits.
That's right. It does. When he starts talking about this stuff, he like falls into this rhythm.
Yeah, and I'm kind of like.
But the thing is, it's like you're being lectured. But at the same time, he's energetic with it, and he kind of draws you in. And maybe it's his good looks, because he's just, and he's very,
The way Dr.
he's
Monk
very,
was.
a lot of eye
The way he would just
contact.
kind of tell the
He
story.
comes across as very charismatic guy.
Right.
Or I could do Dr. Kurtz.
I'm picturing a larger with a mustache Indiana Jones.
Ancient.
Yeah, not like that guy. I'm thinking that your guy is just into this. He gets into it.
It's all, here we go. Tom Selleck. It's as if Tom Selleck is your professor.
Yes,
That's who it is.
he's good looking.
Get quickly.
He's personable.
Is there with you?
I now know the theme song. I always said it's going to start off all of our games. It's going to be the Magnificat theme song. And our cars will be like a little monotone. It'll be like, sorry.
And we're staying in a house where the owner's not there, but there's just a guy.
Yeah.
That's right.
Maybe the oh my god. You guys are the so that makes one of you the fat guy and the other one the black guy. TJ and
PI stands for permanently insane.
Franklin shows up partway through the lecture with meals, which he places on the table. Did you get them drinks?
Yes.
Okay. He comes back with a tray with some decanters of brown and white and clear liquid. It's also got tumblers on it. There is Franklin brings in an ice bucket and puts that down too, and it's got tongs in case anybody wants their alcohol on the rocks. He brings in the meal. It's not like courses. It's more like one large meal. The plate put in front of you all separated out in its own little sections.
Took the Doritos on the trees.
They haven't gotten that far yet. He hasn't gotten to look like finding the hell of the cafeteria.
That's right.
Perfect! He also pours wine for everybody. It is you just want it's like some kind of roast or something. Isn't that what you said?
I said keep it as simple.
Okay, so it's like a roast. So it's a red wine that's being served with it. And it's simple. It's roast. It looks like it's like roast with potatoes and onions, that kind of thing. Like I said, all your different types of food are separated out. Alan O'Shea. And it smells delicious. And it's real simple, and there's salt and pepper on the table. It's not been marinated or anything fancy. It's just simple food. And Professor Loomis continues to lecture about the importance of some of these finds, and especially again.
Food gets here. I'm
That's
still listening to him, but
he's talking about the importance, and tell me if I'm saying this wrong, but the importance of finding some of the symbology in northeastern Massachusetts, and basically in that kind of stuff.
Well, just talk about how
Are you expressing any kind of opinion on his talking about? Well, the diary didn't say anything about the monster, except that you chanted until.
No, he still don't know anything
The
about
only thing that you wrote about was the house shaking, the stuff coming down from the ceiling.
It's going to drive the problem over.
Yes.
And about Grover running out, because you saw that, and that's, I think, when you went down, wasn't it? And started covering up your
Yeah,
head.
well, when acid started coming from the ceiling and the screaming started happening, I was like,
Okay.
But
so
the detailed information that Thomas here has given us is as near perfect as you can get, even in comparison to other research by renowned, professors of archaeology, renowned scientists. Did an excellent job. But with the research, the actual eyewitness information that you all can supply, to concur with his information, is going to be invaluable. I would like to visit this house and see if there's any more information out there.
Yeah.
Did you put me that you burned it down?
Yes.
yeah, that's
Okay. Well,
But
if
it's
we
towards
could dig through the rubble to see if there's anything left, to actually have some physical evidence there that we can bring back to the school.
Not much chance of that happening.
Yeah. I think
You've already been questioned.
I think the clubs have already kind of beat you to it there.
And you also saw that woman dead body,
Oh, yeah.
didn't you?
Yes.
Okay, and that's also mentioned in the journal too about there was a dead body out back. Mike seemed very upset about the whole situation. Didn't want to go back there.
If the cops are
There was a
involved.
little girl.
The cops are, the police aren't involved. There may be trouble, but. So what kind of question did they answer?
On the list would be what didn't they ask?
Mostly they were trying to figure out why there was a dead body down there.
Exactly why was there? There was one area in the book, that and the death of this Grover fellow.
Yeah,
Grover
so there's not really much left at the house for you to find, Professor. I'm really sorry. But
Bears. Bear hunting accident. That's what it was.
yeah. I'll start eating now. I can't work away. I'm just kind of like,
I'm done. Shove my plate away.
Well, I'm going to, if you all could, if we could go through the accounts that did happen, I have the information that he's written, but if I could still get the same accounts that you all had, what you saw, in comparison to the information that we have in the book, would be great. And I'll proceed to start asking questions. I mean,
This feels familiar.
from to the point of where it's like you all went, you got the letters, you went to, I don't know how much that was in there as far as you going actually and seeing Merriweather.
Pretty much the entire account
Yeah.
from my point of view.
Everything that he knew is probably in there.
And then I'll go through and ask him about, okay, you saw Merriweather, he gave you the chest. And where is that chest? You said you had that.
Let's see how this goes first.
And and go through everything. It's like it's going to be. So I ask, okay, so what did you see? So what did you see? So how did you feel? So how did you feel? Did you touch it? Did you lick it? Did you, smell it? Did you, go through everything.
The powder. You
Yeah.
mentioned the powder.
Everything.
The other powder, the silvery powder, that you didn't ever. It's kind of identified, actually.
I did find I did find one. I couldn't identify the other.
Well, it was mentioned. Something was mentioned on a piece of paper about some kind of powder.
But then I go through it as I'm writing down. It's like, oh, so you say, it was this. Okay, now here you mentioned
No,
this
actually,
right here, and go back and forth. Depending on what answers you all do give.
Yeah, it
Mike?
won't be much.
Yeah.
It won't be much, actually. For me,
Yeah.
I didn't really see anything. Grover went on and got himself killed by a bear. And let's just kind of, leave it at that, Professor. There's a lot of things that
Eventually, you will get an account from Alan's point of view. It'll be truncated, and
Yeah,
There's that, too, and then when he gets to the point where it's- you've been eventually passed out.
See, now
Doesn't know what happened to
that
him.
probably
He
interests you as well.
felt sick and horrible, and all of a sudden he just.
And you can give me a call for that, too.
as far as, the stuff using from the ceiling, the acid, did it fall on any of you all? Okay, yeah, okay, look, here's my hand.
And one thing
Or
that does
was it
come
you,
out.
was it go through your hand and on your shoulder?
That's him.
Or yours? Okay.
hit my
It's like,
on my shoulder.
Shoulder.
look, and I'll actually reach up and see if there's a scar.
Hey.
He's wearing a shirt.
I'm eating here.
He's got a tie on right now, so he can't work.
Yeah.
Oh, hey.
Okay.
It's all loose.
It comes out that his description of the magic ritual, he also mentioned feeling drained by it. And that at least comes out from you, correct?
Yeah, I mentioned it more as like I felt sick and horrible, and then just don't remember anything else.
And I don't know if you're gonna tell him this or not, but you actually started feeling that way too. You were only in the ritual for a little while, but at the end you felt exhausted. I mean, it only been an hour. You just felt. I don't know if you're gonna share that or not. That's entirely up to you, Eric. I'm throwing that out there because I don't
What
think.
about you?
Oh my
No,
god.
that's not a catch. Anyway, are you gonna share that or not?
Yeah.
Okay, he does mention that.
Yeah,
kind of to verify an analysis.
Yeah, it was pretty tight.
And what
I
you
didn't
think?
pass out like the girl over there, but I mean,
And I don't.
Well, no, wait, Jeff. You can put check by occult because what you're getting from this coordinated testimony is that whatever they were doing was actually draining their life force in order to power it.
Okay.
Most likely, it wouldn't kill them, but as you see, when too much goes, it can cause a person to pass out. If it's a spell that
You didn't have those streaks of white.
no, not quite like that. And you've heard, myth, legend, stories about this thing where sorcerers who cast spells afterwards are weakened.
Whatever that was.
It's gone.
Okay, one of the candles. Was it brown or was it white?
Don't care.
Well, make a decision. You're the one who
Brown.
grabbed it.
Brown. I'm more familiar with
Yeah,
I do want to, and unlike the
Very good communities.
police who are front lines. Yeah, that's
Right, that's
mine
what
is
they did.
mine is more of the professor. So what we how more of that professor
friendly
question,
interrogation.
trying to make you think for yourself and come up with a conclusion. Is how
Do you have psychology?
What's
that?
It's just 5. I
so-
originally had like 35 points into it, but then I took it out
I
Okay.
felt
because it was like, I don't really need that.
I felt bad.
You're having trouble getting anything out of
I
Mike.
was a.
Go ahead and make me a psychology check. You're not that good at reading.
Yeah. Maybe though, man.
16.
16, so no. You're not getting much from Michael, but you are getting some verification from Alan and a little bit from Michael on some of the things that happened. No mention is being made of the woman, and the bear attack is being specified by him mostly.
Well, I kind of gave up on that eventually.
Oh, did you?
That was kind of just
So you just let it go?
that was my, I don't want to talk about this. To this strange guy that wasn't there that I don't think we should be talking to about this. And eventually his charisma kind of wins through and I just grudgingly tell.
So did you say something, or did you say this dead woman?
I don't know. I wasn't there. I was asleep.
But you do fess up that it wasn't a bear, eventually?
I fess up that something happened. I don't know what.
Okay.
I was on the floor.
How much has he been drinking? How much has he been drinking?
Wait.
They finished the game. Did you guys kind of split it? I mean, is it more
Yeah.
or less
Oh, yeah.
family?
Well,
We've been split it.
It's not that quite that big.
No,
yeah,
of course
every
not.
can is probably a liter, so they just 500 milliliters.
Yeah, that's quite a bit. You guys, give me con times.
Yeah,
500 milliliters. Give me a con times 2.
I'm just wondering.
And now this is over the course of about 2 hours.
Yeah, and I'm sorry.
Oh, 1, baby. I can drink another decanter and be just fine.
What'd you do? Okay, you're getting very drunk, and you can decide how that affects Michael.
I know
You're getting drunk too, but it's not going to affect your judgment.
that's what I wanted to do.
You're like holding tight to whatever you want to hold tight to.
Yeah.
You
He's
decide
getting,
it's going to
Loops lives thinks it does, and it's like he's trying to get that way, and I will focus more as I notice the deviation. Then I'll focus more asking very much, like it's the same question but in different phrases to see if we can pull anything out that
That's up to you whether
he's been unwilling to answer.
You're pretty drunk though, and you haven't talked about this, and it's like it's festering inside you. Because when you see something, you can totally make your own choice on what you decide to do if you decide to tell him. But there is more alcohol too, guys. And Ken, did you pull out a few more decanters from underneath and just leave them on the sideboard before you?
Actually, for this crowd, I'm putting the decanters up. I'm just going to take out a bottle of the Canadian whiskey.
Okay.
Put it down.
Once this decanter ends up empty at one point, he goes over and gets in the sideboard and he pulls out a bottle of Canadian whiskey and gets the top off.
And look, Professor, no offense, but I already got a 3rd degree from the class, okay? So you can just kind of back off with all the questions, all right?
He seems to be getting aggressive.
He's a mean drunk.
Yeah.
Hey, I'm just trying to get some information here. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to, push you too far there. I understand you've been through a lot today. You've actually had to go and talk to the police.
It's not just today. It's been this was it a weekend that we went?
Yeah, it's been 2 days ago.
It's been this whole weekend, So
Well, it's rough when something new comes up like that, especially something that is intense.
it's not even. We didn't even want to get
Well, I understand that.
Oh, but shut up.
There's the light came actually before the thunder.
this,
Okay.
we need to, are all the windows locked up? The doors locked? You gotta take your butler to do all that.
I will happily do that. Just stay calm. I go by Franklin's. I know it's already locked up because Anna is away, but
Yes.
one of the O'Shea. Well, all the rooms in the house.
Oh, God, you guys say something?
Just thunder, Mike. It's just dawn.
Yeah, there's you can hear the rain coming in.
I should kind of like, Jared, I should kind of like gets up and like makes a diagnosis.
Looks a bit agitated.
See, I kind of like peek over at the windows. Andy, I just kind of peek.
Someone's peeing outside.
Oh, sorry. Franklin's like, oh,
There's some rain. You're peeking out the windows. It's raining. It's very dark out
Yeah,
there.
all those kind of things. I'm trying to look. I mean, I don't know which way the windows are, where they are in the dining room area. It's not that important, but I'm just kind of like.
Maybe a corner room of the house, probably. And so there's windows on two sides.
Two sides.
Yeah, right now the blinds are they're somewhat open, not extensively. They're not like pulled all the way back because at night it was night. Franklin probably drew them. So
Perhaps a little coffee.
they're heavy, too, very heavy curtains.
You have to like.
Try, but
No.
I've tried.
No,
Just make them
Once they're
cheery.
closed, they're still going to muffle the sounds of the rain.
But
Like
He's closing the curtain
in
all the way.
between the flashes, like once I see like when the flash
There's
goes out,
not, yeah, there's not a lot of
I'm
flash.
gonna literally like move quickly over the window, and I'm like pull up the curtain
Okay.
over, and pull the other curtain over.
He's closing. You were drawn for the most part.
yeah,
No problem. You get it closed.
Took my cigarette in my mouth and everything else. Yes.
okay. Is there anything we can do for you, Mike? Just
Yeah, no, it's done.
okay.
Yep.
Would you like some coffee? Let me go to the kitchen and make some. Franklin's still walking.
Let's just get everybody back. Let's get everybody into this room. How about that? That'd be smart.
Into the room you're in. Is that
That'd be smart. That'd be.
Okay. As I'm making the coffee, I'll bring back hot, and I'll ask Franklin.
You know, maybe we should all just go wherever he goes. Maybe we should all just kind of go together. How about that? That's a good idea.
He is looking very nervous himself.
Sit down.
Yeah, no, it's fine. It's fine. That's a good idea. We should all just kind of stick together. You know? Yeah, we should all just kind of stick together.
Yeah.
Let's all just go make some coffee. That's a good idea. Let's go do that. Yeah.
No, have a seat.
No. It's just good. No, we should all just kind of stick together and all go make some coffee. And just, yeah.
It's just a win, Mike.
Yeah.
What would be out there, Michael? Hearing.
wash you too.
Not in the kitchen.
No, I won't.
Let's all just let's go make some coffee. How about that?
I'll go into the kitchen.
Yeah, let's
Stay here with us.
okay.
No, it's fun. We should keep
I
everybody
don't
together.
want to go to
I'm
Vanderholdt.
actually going to
And
predict
that way,
the coffee's
if
already
nobody
been
gets
made.
separated, then nothing's going to happen to anybody in the storm.
Well, if it's
There's
going to
nothing-
happen.
Something could happen in the storm.
Probably
It's
there's coffee
gonna happen.
ready for after dinner.
Yeah.
It might. You
So,
never know.
I'll go
Nothing's
ahead.
going
You
to
can
happen.
grab the pot and
Yeah.
some cups.
Make
You know where everything
freaked out
is.
by
Yeah.
the second.
I go ahead and bring everything. Franklin's going to be so
Looking at you.
I'll knock your head off, man.
Sorry, I don't know my own strength sometimes.
Yeah, exactly. Yes.
I'll come back with the tray.
Okay, he comes back with a tray,
But when I do,
coffee,
I drink no sickness.
creamer, sugar, several cups, all silver. Yeah, that's easy to do. Several other rooms to the, well, not too many rooms. The kitchen's not too far away to the kitchen. And there's some archways in the corner back there, next to a stack.
Like 100.
American aristocracy, like story I had was the parents. The parents.
Well, no, they went to Europe this year, remember?
Oh, that's right.
This is the first time they've been back.